So guys, I remember buying my first ever mechanical keyboard. I wanted to get in on that clicky action, I wanted rainbow backlighting, I wanted to look cool, but I didn't have like $200 to blow on one. Fortunately, there's been more and more cheap options become available since then, and this one I'm going to show you today is $30. It's from Pictek, they sent it over for me to check out. It's a 10 keyless board, which I actually tend to favour over full-size boards because they take up less space on your desk and they tend to be cheaper as well. Now there's nothing special about the unboxing experience, it's just a keyboard and a keycap puller along with an instruction manual. Build quality is kind of as you'd expect at this price point. It is all plastic, even the top plate. It does have a little bit of flex in it if you really try to bend it, but under normal use it's perfectly rigid. I don't think you'll have any problems. Now guys, I've reviewed a lot of mechanical keyboards in the past, and I can tell you that the vast majority of them use imitation Cherry MX blue switches. If you're not familiar with keyboard switches, Cherry MX are generally considered the gold standard of switches. That is up for debate, but anyway, you can get different coloured switches and each colour feels different. Blue switches are very clicky, and that's what you tend to find on cheap mechanical keyboards, including this one. Now they're very satisfying to type on, but they are rather loud. Here's a type test for you guys so you can hear what this keyboard sounds like. As regards to switch brand, it's one I've not seen before, Jixian. I'm used to seeing Altimu and Kale and Gateron switches on these cheaper keyboards. But anyway, they feel like blue switches, they're clicky, and they register key presses just fine. General features to mention, we've got a 1.5 meter non-removable USB cable, some retractable feet on the back, and as I already mentioned, it is a 10 keyless board, so we are missing the numpad. Is that a feature or is that an anti-feature? Who knows? Anyway, the double shot keycaps are a welcome addition, especially at this price point. That means that the lettering will never fade since it's not actually printed on in the first place, rather it's two pieces of plastic molded into each other. That's about it for features. Let's move on to RGB lighting. So as is usually the case with these cheap keyboards, all the effects are built into the keyboard itself. There is no software. The other thing to be aware of is that there are two types of backlighting, full RGB and multicolor. This keyboard has multicolor, also known as rainbow backlighting, which means that as you look across the keyboard from left to right, it goes red, yellow, green, blue, purple, but you cannot change the color of each individual key, it's fixed. However, there are different effects which you can have, which I'll show you now. The effects can be activated by holding down the function key and pressing either insert, home, page up, delete, or end. They're numbered 1 through to 5. I'll show you the effects now. Brightness can be adjusted using the up and down arrow keys, while speed is adjusted using left and right. You can also change the direction of some effects using the plus and minus key. There's also a custom lighting mode. If you press FN+1 and then FN+ escape, you can toggle the lighting on and off for each key and then save the preset, which I guess could be useful if you want to highlight certain keys in certain games. I should probably also mention the multimedia shortcuts along the top of the keyboard. You can activate those while holding down the function key. So you know, it's a fairly feature-packed keyboard for the price. I mean, remember guys, this thing is only $30. You can't really expect to see things like braided cables and full RGB backlighting until you start spending around $40. If you're on a tight budget and you just want a mechanical keyboard that glows, you can't really go wrong. Pictek seem to have a pretty good returns policy as well, so if you do have any issues, they should be able to help you out. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll definitely get back to you. If you enjoyed this video, a like rating would be much appreciated. And of course, if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at Tesseract, With that being said, hope you guys have an awesome week. I'll catch you all in the next one.